This year I'm trying something new. I'm inviting you into my garden. This is my home, and you are welcome to spend Easter with me. We're going to see how we go. We've got some birds making noise already, and of course there's gnats and mosquitoes around. A little bit of breeze, but we'll see how we go. I can only imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus, or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence, or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. Ooh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine roses and a whole bunch of different things. So I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and kind of give you a little bit of a tour. Okay, so this beautiful rose here is called Angel Face, and it's one of my favorites. But I have many favorites, but this is one of my favorites. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, and then over here, there's like a really, really big rose bush that has a whole bunch of different colors on one. Isn't that really neat? I love that one. It grew really fast, too. Hey, look inside there. Hoping I can find a coral one for you. This is kind of coral back in there, if you can see it or not. But we get anywhere from, let me see if I can find a red one. Maybe not. Oh, okay, kind of. Okay, so we get some red, we get pinks, we get corals, all in the one bush. And then this is called a piñata rose bush, and it has a whole bunch of different colors. Yep, there we go. See how it has a bunch of different colors. And here's some more over here. There we go. And over there. Okay, so this is wisteria. It has not bloomed yet, so that there's really kind of nothing to see there. This is my garden house, and taking it in here to show what I do. See? Says my name on it. Okay, so in here I have a whole bunch of pots, and then you see that I have these. I invented a little system, and I got my husband to get on board with making this for me, but these are to start your plants early. Let's see. Show you what I mean here. See, I can put this down. Here, let me zoom out so you can see better, but see, there's one that's up, and I've hooked it up in there. So when I want it up, it's up. Then when I want it down to protect the plants from getting too cold, I'm going to put it down. And you see I was able to start my tomatoes really early in their doing really well. Now, it'll be survival of the fittest, and when the tomatoes look like, okay, they're doing really well, but I've got too many, then I'll separate them and plant them somewhere else in the garden. But we have lots of tomatoes. We've got some cucumbers over there, and we've got zucchinis and different squashes. And see, this looks kind of wonky up here. That's because I'm making my own trellises, and it's in progress. And so we have eggplant, summer squash, and zucchini, and spaghetti squash, and then this is supposed to be more tomatoes. Oh, yeah. Can you see that? We got some germination there. There we go, see? Germination, a little seedling. So we're going to have at least one of that kind. Then this is my strawberry patch. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I'm going to get that. Maybe not tonight. Maybe I need to wait one more day. I love having strawberries at night. Just put a little bit of chocolate syrup over it, maybe some Cool Whip, or, just myself, whatever you want to do. And I love it. So this here is grape. There's lots of grapevine. This is asparagus. Isn't this crazy? Asparagus grows like this. We had some of it, but I went light and easy on the harvest, because if I let it go and it grows into this crazy fern thing, if you do that for another year, the next year it'll come back with even more. So the dead ones down there are the ones that we had last year. Now this year, look how much they've multiplied. And then if I let them go one more round, one more year, and then next year I can harvest as much as I want, because I'm going to have tons of asparagus. Okay, these are peas. All right, we got rosemary over there. And you can see the swing is outside of the garden house. Let's see, what else do I have? Let's see. Well, here's that system I was telling you about again. See, those are open. The sunlight's kind of bothering us a bit, so kind of hard to see what I'm talking about too much. And grapes there. So there's a whole bunch of grapes. You probably can't see, but there's a whole bunch of grapes that are growing outside. So they're outside the garden house, and I have them kind of train to go up and in because I want some of these grapes to, you know, be protected from the birds and squirrels and stuff. And plus it's pretty and it shades the rest of my plants. So these are microgreens. I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but you plant seeds and you go ahead and clip them for salads. Okay, so you just let them get a little bit bigger than this, but not too much. In fact, I could take some now, really. And you just put them in salads and sandwiches and wraps and so on. So I've got those there. Those are radishes, by the way. These are like a cabbage. And you just let those get a little bit bigger and you clip them. And then these peas are not grown to become peas. These are the ones I eat. So you can see that I've already cut a whole bunch of these because we've already had these for our salad several times. But I can still go at least one more round of those. And those are just, you know, flowers to make it look pretty in here. And so I guess that's kind of it for the garden house, I suppose. So we'll come on out now. And this area here is the pond. We're making this pond type of space. And oh, there's our fish. Hello. Hello, babies. Hello, my pets. That's right. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Swim, swim, swim. Okay, and so I got distracted there. This isn't finished yet, but it's a work in progress. And this is the little footbridge that we've done. And an idea came up with when I saw that you could buy these like rocks and grout them for like outdoor spaces like patios and stuff. And I'm like, ooh, that would be really cool for the little bridge. And then we're going to do a little bit of that here too, so it blends into that space. And then these are water plants that I plant. Oh, they think they're going to get fed. Hello, my pets. I probably shouldn't have called you over because you think you're going to eat. And then, yeah, so I planted ivy in here. Can you see it somewhere in there? There's some growing, and it will eventually grow up. I stacked these rocks. Yeah, there we go. I stacked these rocks here. Well, they're not rocks, they're like big retaining blocks. And I planted ivy so it will go in between all those, and it will go up into the trellis space there. And that tree right there is going to be like that one right there in the back. Isn't that cool? It'll eventually be really big. And this will be really big too. But the pergola was kind of my husband's invention here with the way that it has kind of like a sundial or something effect. And because it's all open there, the trees will grow through it. Oh, that's that pinata rose that I was showing you before. Oh, here's a good one. There, now you can see that. Let me zoom out. There, that's a pretty good shot of what it looks like. There we go. Now I could be out here all day showing you stuff, but I know we've got some Easter show to get to. And let me just get us out of here for a little bit. So this is a plant that butterflies really love. So it's something to consider. And then maybe I'll come back out sometime when the lights are on. But this is like a little solar fountain and it lights up. So if you ever like buy a little bird bath, you can get a solar fountain, and that's kind of fun. Oh, here's some yellow roses. I don't think I showed you those. Oops, there we go. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? Okay, and then here you can get a better shot of how the grapes grow on top of the garden house. And then this rose, I found this rose bush. It was growing into the house, like into the foundation of the house. So I took that and I planted it here, and it's doing really, really well. Isn't that beautiful? That's more of it over here. So that's more wisteria. That has not bloomed yet, but I'm optimistic it will soon. And there's some of my other roses. And let's see if we can, there's not a whole lot more growing back in here, so I have to come back some different day. Oh, here's something. So we got this rose. This is part of a ground cover rose. They're called drift roses, and I think that was called candy puff or something. No, I don't know, something like that. Cotton candy maybe. They have different names. See, oh, this is a camellia, but it's done. Oh, this other camellia's kind of got a little bit left. Let's see, a little bit left. Oh yeah, yeah, you can see right there. See, just hanging on, but that's almost done for the year. And oh, here's a rose right behind it. That's the Lincoln rose. It's gonna bloom soon. And this is another drift rose. This isn't pink. This is a little red one. So you can get, you know, different. Whoops, there it is. And they're really wonderful because they keep your weeds away and you grow them as ground cover. Okay, that's pretty much all that I don't think any of my bulbs are up yet. A whole bunch of roses are in bloom, but see, I made this little area here, little bench and everything, and back in here, oh yeah, see, okay, it's going to come up soon. So then this is called American Beauty Berry. It's too bright right now to see it. Holly's behind there. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got some more roses there. Alright, well, I've shown you pretty much everything that's in bloom right now. We'll just have to come back some other time. Oh, what about these? I didn't show you these. These are just regular kind of little flowers that are perennials, and it's fun to see those come up. Oh, and that's my little lion. Oh my goodness. I did not know the lion was going to be so small. Look at the size of it next to my hand. I thought I had gotten a really good deal. Very big, like a, you know what I mean? Like you're thinking of a garden statue lion, and it turned out tiny, but he's so cute. I really like him anyway. But boy, I laughed so hard when I saw it. I'm like, oh wow, that's a whole lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I'll take you back out here some other time when there's more things in bloom. But that's it for the backyard. I should have shown you the front yard. I have a lot of clematis and things in the front yard. Well, I think maybe we'll come out there in a little bit. All right.